Episode 3, Prophetic Medicine, Hadith and Galen. Prophetic medicine, known in Arabic as al-Tibb al-Nabawi, is a genre of medical writing that emerged between the 10th and 14th centuries. Its authors were not physicians but religious scholars who collected hadith about health and disease and interpreted them through the lens of Greek medicine. The most coherent scholarly explanation for prophetic medicine is that it was articulated by Islamic scholars to reconcile the Prophet's medical advice with Greek medicine. This is the conclusion of a 2022 peer-reviewed study in the European Journal of Medical and Natural Sciences, which analyzed centuries of Islamic scholarship on this question. The foundational texts of prophetic medicine were organized according to the structure of Greek medical books. The topics followed the same order: humoral theory, dietetics, pharmacology, and specific diseases. This was a deliberate strategy to make the hadith attractive to physicians trained in the Galenic tradition. Let us examine specific hadith. The Prophet said, healing is in three things: cupping, a gulp of honey, and cauterization. Cupping, or hijama, is based on the Greek humoral theory of Hippocrates and Galen. Disease was believed to be caused by an imbalance of the four humors: blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile. Cupping was a standard Greek treatment to remove excess blood and restore balance. The hadith on honey reflects the Greek pharmacopoeia. Dioscorides, the Greek botanist, documented honey as a treatment for wounds and infections in his 5-volume work De Materia Medica, which was translated into Arabic and remained the standard pharmacological text for centuries. The Prophet said, black seed is the cure for every disease except death. Black seed, or Nigella sativa, was used by the ancient Greeks. The physician Dioscorides prescribed it for headaches and toothaches. Galen also recommended it. The hadith elevates a known folk remedy to a universal cure, a pattern typical of prophetic medicine. On fever, the Prophet said, fever is from the heat of hell, so cool it with water. Galen taught that fever resulted from an excess of heat in the humoral system and prescribed cooling treatments. The hadith provides a religious framing for a standard Greek therapy. One of the most debated hadith is, there is no contagion. Yet the Prophet also said, flee from a leper as you flee from a lion, and forbade entering a plague-stricken land. Scholars resolved this contradiction using Greek medical theory. The concept of miasma, or polluted air, was the dominant Greek explanation for disease spread. The term adwa in the hadith refers not to contagion in the modern sense but to the pre-Islamic belief that diseases spread by their own agency, independent of divine will. The great scholar Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyya in the 13th century wrote the most influential work on prophetic medicine. He explicitly used Galenic humoral theory to explain the Prophet's medical advice. When a hadith seemed to conflict with Greek medicine, he argued that the Prophet's prescription was specific to the Arabs of his time, not universally binding. This is the true picture. Prophetic medicine was not a rejection of Greek science but an integration of it. The hadith provided religious authority. Galen provided the medical framework. Sources cited include the National Library of Medicine, the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, Orayj 2022 study, and Irmeli Perho's research on the Prophet's medicine.